Welcome to Let's Learn Railway Empire 2 together.
All right. Hi, this is Attica, and welcome to Let's Learn Railway Empire 2 together. We are playing Mission 3, the Westward Advance, the one that starts in the Great Plains of the United States. And you can see here, we've just as I opened up this save file, a quarter ended, and we did all right. We gained 1.5 million in our revenue for the quarter, which I think is really good considering that because we failed to grow Denver, and I want to talk about that a little bit more, and what a bad player I am. We set up a whole bunch of stuff that's just costing us. So we've got a milk line set to run to Denver that is doing nothing. We've got a log line which I screwed up. I think we can improve this one. We can go to here. Look at that line, and I set it to freight, which is pretty stupid. Okay, there we go. So we'll fix that. Let's just see if that does anything. Yeah, look at that. It loaded one. Okay, just the one, but at least it's something. Now, so anyway, what I was saying is we got all this set up. We've got the veggies ready to run as soon as Denver gets big enough. We've got the milk ready to run as soon as Denver gets big enough. We've got a clothing thing from Wichita as soon as Denver gets big enough. So all that's really cool. The thing that, what I wanted to say about, well, first of all, about our economy is that we are doing much better because look at these gains, and that's with us making all those investments and increasing our debt. So very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, that's one. And then while I'm here and looking at it, we need to go grab, what is this? Look at that. Increases the number of passengers in all cities. Yes, there goes ka-ching. There goes the money, just went up, up, up. And Topeka could take a business. Let's just see what is missing from this set. We've got furniture and planks and cloth, and we've got beer and meat and alcohol. What would be missing from here that we could make? What's paper made from? Paper's made from wood. Chemicals from coal. We've got wood already coming in. Paper would be easy to construct, and our cities, I should know the supply chain better than this, but our cities should be taking it by now, shouldn't they? Yes, they should. So let's put a paper factory in Topeka, and let's spread Topeka out a little bit more. Just make Topeka a little bit bigger. There we go. And the other thing we could think about is actually not putting in universities and just kind of stopping them at 100,000. Well, here, so this one's growing, and here we can see the arrow, the green with the kind of the bar across it. It's saying, it's a clever little icon. It says we're limited. So I said that, and now I'm just going to go right in, of course, and put in a university, which will allow the city to grow. If I can find, there it is. It replaces the library in Kansas City. Now Kansas City can grow. So we've actually got these two growing. Wichita's kind of flattened out. Why would that be? Well, it needs a bunch of stuff. Now, I've learned, I don't know, hopefully you've been learning as you go along watching this. I have learned from this particular playthrough a ton of stuff. And of course, the first one, I mean, we could talk about this later when we wrap all this up down the road. But obviously, specific to this scenario, or this mission, you want to grow Denver, of course, right? It's obvious. But I think there's a more practical and more generalized statement we can make from that. If you can get to a city, get to it, and grow it, right? Grow it. Don't sit back. Grow it, because if we, I think it's just funny. I can't help but laugh at myself. We've attached all these cities, including Denver, and what's the one city of the ones we attached that we didn't grow? It was Denver. I mean, it's like the one city that had to grow, as it turns out, is the one we didn't do, and that was just. I had that thought as we were playing. Why aren't I growing Denver? And I just wish I'd listened to myself. So, all right, dummy, you get what you deserve. So I don't even know. I don't know if we're even going to. I don't know what our score's going to be here. It's going to suck, whatever it is. All right, so where are we? Let's see. We're still waiting on that thing. Now, what can we do in the meantime? We can just look at our city growth for the other places. Okay, and that leads me to what I started to say here. Remember how we're doing the freight on both ends, and we're doing Kansas City to Topeka to Wichita to Topeka. And we've got that going on our southern freight line and our northern freight line. And that's all well and good, but what we're seeing is weird things like Kansas City couldn't get enough wood, which is just strange. Okay, but now we're looking a little better. We've got the we're making the planks. We're making furniture even a little bit. How are we on wood? We've got 27 in the city. Well, what happened was I think the difference is just by adding this Topeka to Kansas City line right here that just goes back and forth between the two, a freight line just hauling the freight back and forth. I think that really helped. So if you're going to have a centralized warehouse, and by the way, there are other ways to do that, and we're going to, in future episodes, I have any number of other ways to lay this out that I want to show you. But if you're going to do the centralized warehouse for your early growth, the pass-through warehouse kind of concept, Kansas City, Topeka, Wichita, Topeka makes great sense. But I think you also need some lines that just go like that and go like that in order to make sure that you're getting stuff out of here and taking it down here, rather than having the line tied up carrying goods that go way up here. You know what I'm saying? So we've got a line going here. It only has the one train on it, and I really think that one train has helped a bunch. In fact, I'm going to increase it to 2. We want stuff moving over here. We want these raw materials, because what we're seeing, and let's see if it's still true, in our warehouse. We've cleaned it up so much. This is so much better. Look at this. We were having like 30 wood in here and stuff like that. It has cleaned up tremendously, and I think just adding that little line that went back and forth here helped a ton. And I think we could do one from here to here, a freight train, and do maybe a couple trains on it. And I think that would make all the flow better, everything. And then the question you have to ask yourself is, are we bringing enough stuff from the field in here to support this, right? And one way to look at that would be to just look at our flow of goods and look at as corn, for example. See, we're got enough here, we're getting enough here, we're low here, which means we're not bringing enough in. So if we go out here and we look at our line, is there stuff out here? So there's a ton we could be bringing. So I think that's going to tell us that our line out here, which is a 24 with 2 trains is really like a 12. A 12 would be a demand of 4. 12 into 50 is 4. If you don't understand that, I'm going to make a video on that, the new rule of 50, so to speak. So we have enough right now to support a demand of 4. Now let's go back to our flow of goods and see what our demand really is. It's 2, 4, 6. So what we really need is 6 into 50 would be like 8, we would need our route to be down to about 8 days. And right now it's 12. So if we add a couple more trains, I think we would be happy that we've done that. Okay. So Route 2 is going back home, so to speak. Route 3 is waiting to deploy. Yeah, I think we'll be glad we did that. And we kind of need to look at all of these and see, are we dragging enough in? And I'm going to come up with a way to kind of plan this out for a cluster. And so you'll know in advance kind of how many do I need to run, or what do I not, what's the line number I'm looking for, the route duration I'm looking for, how often do these trains need to roll in there, I guess is what I'm saying. And yeah, so other than optimizing this, we're not allowed to do anything else. We can't go here. There's nothing out here. We can't do anything with this or this. This is all special stuff. Almost all of these errors are really, except maybe that one, maintenance needed. Where is that? Okay, here's what we're going to do with this one. Oh, that's up here. Okay. Yeah, we want to get some maintenance. We got one in Dodge City. I think we have one here. No, we don't have one here. So what line is that specifically? That is Lopez Station to Wichita from out here. All right. Let's go out here. And there should be one out there anyway. There should be maintenance out there. You want to, as you get money, you want to push your maintenance out into the field so that it's not holding up your super busy lines in the cities. Just as a general principle. 40? Wow. Wow, Wichita at 91,000 consumes 45 wagons a week of stuff. And I don't know if that means it should or it does. I think it means it does. So we're only at 50% at 45. So we're way off for Wichita. And so what's killing us now? Milk and veggies. Okay. Milk. Our milk, there's some out there, and it would ramp up if we had more delivery capability. Let's look at milk. Now, this is the kind of thing you could spend as much time as you wanted to. Like this particular mission, you could spend 20 hours on it if you wanted to. If you wanted to go in and optimize all these lines. And there are those among you who would absolutely do that. There are those among you who would absolutely not do that. I'm closer to the not do that, but at the same time, sometimes you need to do it, and also sometimes you you just have to do it because of the scenario, and it's just nice to know how to do it, at least have an idea of what's going on. So our 3-city cluster here takes 1.8, 2.8, 3.8. It needs 4 milk per week. There's a demand of 4 milk per week just in that cluster, right? And he's only producing 3.2, but that probably says we're not able to deliver that much. So let's look what we've got. Can we do 4 a week with the line that we have? It's this guy here. The routes that use this, no, we only got 1 train. I can tell you we can't. 14 days. Well, 14 into 50. Yeah, we're close, actually. Theoretically, we're close. Let's add another train. Oh, we're only doing 7. That's right. We're running the car. So 7. Let's run another car in there for sure. And that should cause him to ramp up because he'll see that we can deliver more. And let's just look at utilization, make sure we're not killing ourselves. That's very busy track, 56%, and even that, that's busy track for out in the field. Now at a platform, you wouldn't think of that as that busy. See, our platforms are actually pretty good. But that is busy. So we could, if we really wanted to optimize this, we could truly think about another line out here. Another couple of tracks running like this between here and here, and probably even over here. Yeah, see how many, look at all the trains we've got lined up here now. And they're actually waiting, and of course we have this, we're stuck with the signals that we get kind of deal. Yeah, we got a little. We've created some congestion here, probably by adding these trains. So let's see. I mean, honestly, right now, until Denver grows, we got nothing else to do. All we can do is kind of optimize this, try to make our system bigger, more efficient, more profitable. That's all we can do. So we're almost like in a sandbox here right now because we don't really have any tasks to do. So let's cut this line off for a second, and let's go in here and run track from here to here, and from here to here. Let's make, we could do 2 2s. I don't think I have a terrible problem with a bigger one like a 4. I think that'll work just fine. And then the question becomes, once we get our signal set, will anybody use this? Run it for just a second to see if they change. No, nobody will. Okay, so I think what we can do is take our line that is, let's see, Wichita to Topeka. Is that the right one? Yeah, no, that is not the right one. That's the one that goes all the way through. Oh, and look, it says now it will use it. All right, cool. You can do that. You stay right there. Then let's go Topeka, Kansas City, and see what that one is. Yes, okay. This one, what we're going to do is say, we want you to go over here. So we're going to set a couple of these. We're going to say, when you come out of, no. Let's see. 1 would be out of Kansas City, and 2 would be out of Topeka, like that. Okay. So that's going to put them over here on this track, because this track is actually the closest. So it shows, now the way they do utilization now is they don't project it, they actually kind of measure it, I think, as it goes along. So nothing's using this, but when we go back and look at our routes, we can see that like this route here, we can see that it actually is going to use that because that's the shortest distance. The way this curves, this is the shortest distance, that combination of track. So you have to be careful with that and think about your utilization is what's happening. How do I want to say this? It's what's actually happened recently on the track, not necessarily a projection of what's coming. So if we want to clean this up, I mean, all we have to do is kind of separate. This should clean things up a fair amount in this area just by making that one change. And of course, now we're all blocked up for a moment. We've got trains being deployed too. That kind of messes you up a little bit. All right, but we should see better traffic here. We should see some utilization here and some utilization here. And this one here is 50%, but that's just those trains. That's cool. That's cool. So we keep them kind of free to run, and off they go. And that's interesting. This is a train going Topeka to Kansas City, and it has literally nothing on it, which is kind of okay. It means we're cleaning this out. This should be working much better now. Oh, yeah. See, now it's beautiful. Now we're getting everything out of there. Now, what's your problem? Kansas City to Denver. He just had to wait a long time. That's all. He just had to wait a long time. I think I'm going to modify this line now, given that we're kind of up and running. I'm going to tell it, you don't have to be full anymore. You can just go do your thing. Because what it's turning out is it's actually bringing some beer down here occasionally and all that good stuff. So what is he doing? I think I'm not sure what he's doing, why he's waiting so long. That I'm not sure about. Let's see, where are we here? We're at 34. Oh. What am I doing? We need to get here. We need to get an immigration office for sure. We'll put an immigration office in Denver, and that will increase the growth rate, which will help us a little bit. As we fail this mission, we'll fail it a little less miserably now. Okay. So again, it's kind of go back down here. What can we do to make this work? And this guy here, apparently, he's not getting the message. And what's this? Water supply low. Yeah, we know that. No, I don't want that. I want this. I want the demolish key, and I want to pick that particular train and say, yes, get rid of that train. And if we look at this line, I don't pay sabotage or blackmail. I wish they'd show you where that happened. You have to go now and on this massive map and just check. So they messed up this line. They messed up this line for a month. That kind of sucks. If we were really concerned about it, we would build an alternative, but we're not. All right, I really don't have anything to say. I may even just fast forward through this. In fact, I think I will. There's only so much you can do to this. If I had another neat concept to show you, I would go for that. But I think any neat concepts I want to do. Okay, Topeka is tapped out. I think we're going to let it grow. Put in the university, if we can find our library. What is that right there? Oh, it has to go in over the immigration. So we'll put the university in. In Topeka. And we can at least see if these businesses are producing. Yes, and yes. Okay. I wondered, I didn't notice, do we make any money on them? That one's not ours. That's not ours. Why is that? I thought we put that in. Oh, no. That's a different place. We didn't put that in. I know what we can do. I know what we can do to kill a little time. This line right here, the passenger line, using these, I hate these things. Look at that. He's waiting on a train waiting. This is ridiculous. I hate these things. Double track. For goodness sake. All right, let's go. Let's move this over here. We'll even give it 2 tracks. Get fancy. Okay. And set our signals. Okay. Then we're going to run double track out of here. And over here. Bring it in like that. Delete that. delete part of that. Put this one here. And this one here. Put in the signals and set the directions. So that should be much better than this over here. Have we double tracked it? It looks like we have. Oh no, that's the freight line. This guy here, I think we're going to just kill this. Kill this and this. And come out of our passenger station. And we're just going to run dedicated track. We're not going to try to save 30,000 on a supply tower or anything like that. We're just going to go. Now, 6% tunnel. Or a 4%. Let's go. I'm going to build that, then I'm going to go back here and kind of tear off that end and see if we can do a little better. And which, you know, of course we can. One of you guys could do much better, but we'll do what we can. Let's run this like maybe, where's Max? Right there. And bump this up a couple and run across. Couple's not enough. It needs to go up more than that. A couple more. And then run it across. There we go. Now that's 8 and 6. That's no good. Tell you what we'll do. Let's kill that. Let's try, and I'll look up who it was that told me this. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you this person's name if this works. If it doesn't work, I won't. Okay. One little tip I got for building bridges is take your line that is that you want to bridge over and just make it a little bit lower. So not to the point of building a tunnel, but like that. Now that's a little slower line, but that's also a freight coming in there. It probably isn't going that fast anyway. And let's see if we double track that. Okay, so that's, I got no problem with that. All right, so that makes this ground a little bit lower right here. And then we should be able to come across that with a bridge. Oh, look at this. Where's Max? There's Max. Like this. For now, we'll hook it up with that one. We could actually, no. Actually 5 degree, 2 degree. I'd be happy with all that if it'll allow us to double track. So I'm suspicious about that, but it might work. Okay. Be nice to have this go back up a little bit. we build that. Now let's see if it'll double track. It will. Beautiful. All right. That works. Okay. Now we could use the same technique here if we need to. Let's just find out. And I want to see what line that is. That's the, from this point of view, the far right. Okay. It's a much longer bridge than we need to be building. And that looks pretty good right there, because this track's already buried a little bit, already has some earthworks going. Let's see if we can double track, and we can't. It probably has to do with the angle that we're coming, and this sticking out too far. So let's see if we can like move this. Oh, I've already built the track. I can't do anything to it. All right. Let's delete that and start over. And why don't we use that same trick, although if we look at this, it's already kind of done that way. Let's run this up like this. Let's see if we go up a couple and then we go across and drag it out, we get a 4-degree bridge. And now will that one double track? It will. All right. It won't. What in the world? Why won't it do that? I mean, you know, we had money. See that right there? Tracks must not end on bridges. Well, it's not ending. Oh, that is a bridge. I'm sorry. Is that a bridge all the way out through there? Oh, that's considered a bridge all the way out through there. So we're going to have to extend this a little bit. And I don't want to mess with building the whole thing until I can see if this will double track. So we need to come up there. There we go. So that's a big long bridge up through there, but it's just kind of gaining height. So 5, that's good enough for jazz. We'll take the 5 and the 4 and be happy and move on. And we'll need a gridiron down here and up here, I suspect. Yep. And did we build one here? We did not. We should have. And we did up here. Okay. And we've got signals running all the way. And we've got these 2 trains, and their route looks really good. 12 to 6. I'm going to add a train to it and make sure we're getting in there every 4 or 5 days, and so we're not losing passengers and mail. And then these guys should be, they're 112,000 a week right now. It's the best line we have. No surprise. A passenger line connecting 3 large cities is making you the most money. That should not be a shocker. And how are we looking here? We're up to almost to 40, which is going to be a new industry, we got to think. Let's think ahead to what would help it grow. What would help it, and actually have some utility for the rest of the world. What is a manufactured good you could use? Cheese. What's Dodge City? Dodge City's up to 20,000. Wow. And Oklahoma City's up to 18,000 and growing at 100%, or 100% fulfillment demand fulfillment, and 99.9 in Dodge. So we're doing okay. And Denver is at 93.1. And we're getting lumber down there and meat. It's making its own beer. We got sugar. We've got plenty of cloth with more on the way. We've got milk. See how the milk kicked in? We've got 7 milk coming down there from our milk line. And I think we will watch this and put in a dairy, because that's something we're supplying, which would help with the demand satisfaction for Denver. Plus, it would create something we could send to North Platte and to Omaha. And do we have any lines that run like a freight line that runs Kansas City? No, I don't think we do. So why don't we do a line that goes like this? 2, 3, 4, something like that. Freight, Baldwin, 117 days. Look at the route it's taking. Okay, why would that be? We are obviously, something's messed up here. I'm going to throw that away. And we got to figure that out. That's ridiculous. Oh, no. We got a connection here. We have a gridiron. We have our signals. It should have no problem getting to North Platte, if I'm not lost. Yeah, here's North Platte. Look at that. Look. No, that's there's the signals here. We have signals here. I don't think we have them. Oh, that's a supply tower. We have signals on both ends of that. Oh, look at this. Look at this. No, we have them there. They're hard to see. We have signals here too. So why in the world would that line choose to take that particular path? Well, let's try this again. 1, 2. I may have clicked the wrong thing. Oh, I did. I hit Omaha 2. So it had to take some convoluted way to get into that. Okay, that's better, and it should be 33 days. That's more like it. And we could run a couple of trains doing that and go. And that way we can sell the dairy when we start making it, which we'll do as soon as we hit 40. And how do we compare to our buddy? He is 8 million company value. We're 37 million. Okay, we're doing all right. This probably cost us what, a year or more by not having this grown. We're about to click into 40, which is going to start the veggies coming in. So when this hits 40, we'll see this line up here start to load and come on down. Is Cheyenne a city now, or is it still a settlement? It's still a settlement. Yeah. I don't remember if we did this or not, but let's go here to Cheyenne. And we can do an automatic and run the Baldwin, and it should actually take some meat to Cheyenne. And it doesn't. Okay. There we go. We got our business opportunity. We'll add in a dairy and make some dairy products. It doesn't. Let's just make it go out this way. All right. That was probably bad placement. I put it behind both of my stations. It doesn't matter, but that wasn't the brightest thing I've ever done. More packages, more money. Yep, we'll take that. And our dairy should be immediately producing. It says goods are being produced. It doesn't show them because the city itself isn't big enough to take them. That's a little weird, but we'll go look at the dairy itself, and we're making 0.8 dairy. I mean, we could make this a level 2 and make 1.6, which actually would increase its demand fulfillment. It doesn't matter. We're growing as fast as we can grow. There's nothing else we can do that I'm aware of. If you guys have an idea, please tell me. And what I'm going to do here is look at the dairy products here. We only need about 2. And we're creating about 2, so that should be perfect. Okay. What's this? Okay. This little wood line we added here doesn't pick up supply tower anywhere. We'll fix that. All right, I think you see what's going on. I'll be back. I'm going to stop and just let this run until we hit that clothing. Okay, we're back because we're about to hit 50,000 inhabitants here in Denver, and we can kind of watch that, keep that open, and go over here, and we should see some activity from this train right here. And what's going? What in the world? What are you? Let's fix this. Crap. Have I ever mentioned that I prefer double track? I think I have mentioned that before, and it is true. I do, for all kinds of reasons. Okay, give it a. Yeah, at one point we set up sugar to run into this top one there, not thinking about how it would want to come in. It's just been sitting there waiting. And now we should have, this is the one, here we go, look at this. There's our clothing. We told it to take at least 4. It got 8, and off it goes. So as it goes, we'll just ride along here on the prairie. I don't know I've forgotten how to rotate. There we go, how to rotate the camera. He's waiting on this guy up at the supply tower. Maybe this train here too. No. And we'll just ride this one up because this is the end of this particular task. I did set up a little bit in Denver or Cheyenne. I set up Cheyenne so that it would be able to take like a beer meat line between Denver and Cheyenne. And I put a meat industry in there and then ran cattle down from up above. Topeka's at 120,000. Oh, Topeka. All right. Okay, I think that's the line that goes down to Raton Pass. So we should be getting relatively close to our destination here. So I'm going to get out of this and go back here. Oh, no. I'm way ahead of myself. We're just now getting to the turnoff from the corn line. All right, but he's going to head in there and we're going to get this task finished, finally. Oh. Sorry, I can't help with being disgusted with myself for the way I've played this. Let's see how much he slows down going over this bridge. I mean, he's a very little. As long as they have a head of steam, they do all right. Okay. So he's chugging in here. He's going to come up here where we've got some high-ticket item passenger trains coming out. There we go. So we finished that task, and we should get more tasks, I would think. We're only at 80%. All right. Now let's pause and see what we got here. Express Denver to Albuquerque, so we're going to have to move down into New Mexico. Clearly we've been given clearance. Produce wooden planks in Deming, so we're going to have to, ooh, boy. Okay, we're going to have to go to Deming and put in a plank industry and feed it logs. Steel to Deming, so now we're going to have to get into steel. Note, steel and wooden planks can only be delivered to Deming after the city was founded, so we're going to have to found Deming, I guess. Deliver chemicals to Deming. Okay, so Deming must be a big part of, yeah, that transcontinental thing. Bywater found 5. We need to found 2 more cities. Deming will be 1. 600 to 900,000. So we're going to keep all this growing as best we can and expand out. And let's see what it would take to buy Walter if we could just do that before we leave. It would take 13.5 million. So what do we got for banking? We can get 6. Okay. We'll issue a bond. We'll go to competitors. We'll buy him out. You now own him. 0 stock, worth some money and some cash. Alternatively, you can dissolve him. So we're going to do our merger. We're going to merge, and we're going to, of course, liquidate everything and take the cash. So we got rid of him, and we're back within $1 million of where we were to start with. Now we've incurred some more debt. But he's gone, so that's an optional task down. The cities, we just need to do one more besides, I mean, we could go up here and do Rock Springs. We're kind of sort of set up for that. We could run Cheyenne to Rock Springs, run logs in there, run grain from down here, and then we could give it corn. We could use that wool and give it an industry and make it have it make cloth, and then it could run down here to Cheyenne with cloth, and that would all be good. And now we should have this opened up. What's that going to cost? 1.3, no problem. So we can get down here to Santa Fe and Albuquerque. Here's Deming down here. And let's see, steel. There's iron up here in a horrid spot. We could probably, there's already steel mill in Santa Fe. So we could just run iron down the mountain and coal over here and make steel and deliver that to Deming. Okay. Life will be a breeze. And then we could found, like Amarillo would be a great one to found, or Abilene. Yeah, we got all this. We got all kinds of options, and getting our population shouldn't be bad. We've got 2 is worth 20, 40, 60, 70, or 80,000. How many do we need? 6. We need 300,000. So we're going to have to grow these cities a lot, but that's okay. We can set up something really nice in Texas and all that good stuff. And other than just clicking off that research right there to make cheaper bridges, which I think we're going to need. And we're moving ahead to some more research. We're all the way out here now. Okay. All right, so good deal. I do understand there's a bit of a improvement opportunity around purchasing Walter if you can't just do what we did and just grab him right away. I think there are some defects there that they're working on in this mission. So I think we were partially fortunate and partially just played reasonably well to have some money and have a big enough company to be able to buy him just outright right off the bat. So anyway, I guess it's the good and the bad. I didn't even look at the timing. 1878, 1877, 1878. Denver, Albuquerque should not be a problem. And anyway, I'm enjoying this. I hope it comes across. I am enjoying playing the game. Someone asked me, "Are you really enjoying it?" I am enjoying the game. I don't enjoy making the videos. I don't, but I do enjoy sharing with you and letting you know, what I'm thinking, and hopefully helping you become better players and showing you different options of how to play. So I enjoy the results of the video, even if the process of making them sucks for air. But anyway, I hope you'll join us for the next one, and I hope you got something out of that one, and we'll see you soon.
I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for more Railway Empire 2 videos. Thank you.